Hello and welcome to your 4th and your 15th Just Basic tutorial. In this tutorial I will be going over how to create buttons. Okay, so right after the window height, okay, so we'll create the button right here. So in order to create a button, you write button. You can write it capital or lowercase since Just Basic is not a case sensitive language. So I'll write it capital for this tutorial in all caps. Okay, so button, after you write button you write the branch label, comma, and then you name it. So let's just name this quit. And then after the name you put the branch label, quit, and then you put the corner. So the corner can be UL for upper left, UL for upper left, UR I believe for upper right, LL for lower left, and LR for lower right. I believe it's right. I'm not sure about the R. I think it's right, but I'll just use UR to test it. Okay, so after the corner you do, now after the corner you write the X and Y positioning. So let's just do 50 by 50. So it's going to be closer to the top. Okay, so I'll do an example of this. Okay, so see, just like this window, this is like 0.0. So like 50 down would be about 1, 2, 3, about here. That'll be about 50 down. So in the window, this is the upper left corner, so the window would be whatever positioning we make it from here. So this is the starting point, and then we go out that way. Okay, so anyway, okay, so now that we did the example, let's finish this. Okay, so now the next two parameters are the width and height. So height is X and width is, no, excuse me, height is Y and width is X. So let's do 70 wide by 20 high. Now let's do 40 so you can actually see the word quit in there. Make it a little smaller. Okay. So now let's run this. There we have it. Little button right here. Oh, the reason why it's over here instead of in our example is because I wrote upper right. So it came from here, went down, so it went over 50, and then it went down 50, first point. And then it went over 60 because we said it's 60 wide. So we went over 60, and then it says 60 high. So we went down 40. And then we just put in the name quit into our button, and there we have it. And when you click it, it closes the program. Simple enough, right? Okay, so let's do upper left. And see, it's in the same position, sort of, in a sense. Okay, so now let's give this thing a branch label. I don't want to run over 15 minutes because that's all I have right now for videos. So let's do this. So make a branch label for the button. Make sure the branch label is the same name as the button's branch label. Okay. So this button, what is it going to do? We don't have any sprites to control, so we don't really have much for the button to do besides quit. Well, let's just make it do the same thing as quit for the example. So quit. So we named it quit. Now let's go name it to button. Okay. So now we have the button. It's name button. When you click it, it quits the program because it goes to the button branch label, which closes the program and ends it. Entire thing. Okay. So in the next tutorial, I might actually make us some sprites so we can actually do something with the button. It's kind of hard to do things with the buttons and stuff if there's no sprites to control. If that makes any sense, because the buttons don't really do much. Okay. I have an idea. Let's do something really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna change this no main when because this time we're going to use text. Okay, so see, without no main when, we have this right here. So I'm going to make a multiplication program quickly. Okay, so let's rename this to multiply. Okay. Rename everything that's button to multiply besides the button itself. So don't rename this. Okay, so rename the branch label multiply. Okay. You can delete this stuff too. Okay, now that we have the multiply button, we're going to, once you hit multiply, we're going to print. Now, if you type print like this, it's just going to print to the text, like the no main when box. So it will print to this box right here, not this one. So it will print to this. Okay, so we're going to print out, enter two numbers, enter a number, and we will multiply it by 5. Simple enough. Okay, so now hold on, I'm back. Okay, so now we need to put input, and then we'll just name our variable. What's nice about Just Basic is that we don't need to declare our variables or make them before we just use them. So this will work. So enter a number and we will multiply it by 5. Input a number. Now let's do the math. So we will print out the answer to number. Okay, so the answer to number times 5. So number times 5 is, then let's do the math here. So we wrote it out, the answer to, and then the next line, number times 5 is, and we're going to answer. So we're going to print number times, or the asterisk. So number times 5. Oh wait. Okay, so let's put space there. And number isn't a column. It just basically, we'd have to put print in front of that. So we do print. So now we have print. And then we put number times 5 is. And then this will work. Okay. Print number. Oh yeah. Also, in order to combine variables with sentences in Just Basic, you'd have to put the variable and then semicolon in the middle, and then followed by the text. Okay. So now we can this. I'll put that over there. Okay. So let's multiply. Enter a number and we will multiply by 5. It's always good to test your programs with an answer that you already know. Oh wait, there's already something wrong with the program. You have to make sure you wait, because that way the program will not just crash in the middle of while you're trying to run it. Okay. So let's put in 5 because we know the answer is 5 times 5 is 25. So 5, the answer to 5 times 5 is 25. Program's working nicely. So fine. And there you go. This program is successful. Okay. Well, now that we did that, it's a very nice program. And one more thing before we go. It's always nice to have a closing button. That way you can easily close the program. So just make this the button in the button format, and we'll make this one for the quick branch label. We'll do the upper right this time. 50, 50. We'll do 50 by 50 again. Okay. So now we just do that. So I made up. Okay. See? Now they're across from each other. So multiply 5. So 5 is 25. And quit. Sweet. So let's do 7 times 5. 35. Okay. So it works. Okay. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.